off the line. He got a great start, look. Poultry on the inside. Okay, Deval's somewhat hampered by the contact. They all moved a bit too quickly off the line, Dan. You've got to keep it straight, haven't you, off the line?
Yeah, and I mean, I think maybe a bit of wheel spin for these guys as well, which obviously can make the cars a little bit squirrely, and with them being all so close together, they just caught each other up and slowed each other down.
So yeah, Poultry got out in front. Deval then lost out up at the hairpin, but managed to take that position back off Enzo Eid in the big, long sweeper. But it was when Deval jokered, I was surprised at how much time he lost in the joker, and I think he must have made a mistake, because Poultry did a better job when he came out. I suppose they were still pretty close to where they were before. We'll figure it out. We've got 3 more races to go. Off the line then, Ekstrom versus Sabo, and we want to see what happened up at turn 2. So Ekstrom gives way to Sabo. Sabo gets enough space to carry the speed through. Then up at the hairpin, does Sabo get to... Yeah, he goes too deep. So he goes to... Look at Ekstrom, just it's super tidy. Yeah,
exactly, and like we've been saying, it's new conditions. These guys trying to learn their braking points, and Sabo just out judging it slightly and running wide there, allowing Matthias to come up the inside and keeping it super tidy.
It was just the lack of spectacle is what was so fascinating about it. It's a bit like Timmy in the hairpin at Barcelona, you know, tight in, get it straight on the gas, you know, no spectacle, all grip and go. Typical Ekstrom, you know, he just knows.
Yeah, that's a racing driver for you. He is so professional.
There's that brilliant shot of sideways out of Matthias's window. You won't see that again this season. Brilliant, brilliant corner here at Spa RX. Well, let's take a look at this. How do you pick the replays from this one? We need to see the whole race again.
Yeah, we may as well, but obviously you can see here Baccarat just getting himself that clean start, and then that just gave him the advantage for the rest of the race. The rest of them all bunched there together. Timojanov up the inside onto the hairpin in lap 1, and then Timmy now back at him again coming down the hill.
There's Timmer on the inside, so good. Look, and then he gets back up the inside of him on the exit, just riding on board with him. The berm corner working out a treat. Timojanov then up the inside of Timmy up at the hairpin, and again it shows you that the alternative lines around the hairpin work too. This track is wide, Dan.
It's so cool, this track. It just shows the difference that these guys do not even know what is the fastest line. It's proving that people are overtaking different ways, and now they're just trying to figure it out.
So this was the start. Doran gets away, but it was in the outside. Look, contact, literally, I think that there was one point there where all 5 cars were leaning on each other.
Yeah, so of course, when everyone's leaning on each other like that, nobody can rotate the car to get turned in, so it was almost like everyone was sending it for the tyre bales.
Cyril Raymond on the inside got hooked up, didn't he, on the hairpin? This was Doran style through the big long sweeper with Baumanis behind. This big dust cloud they're sending up. The VIP spot viewing area is on the outside of turn 1, so there's some VIPs up there, I think, with a bit of dirt in the champagne. But that's rallycross, you know? So Doran coming around the inside, he was hot on the way in. Weeman, though, was hot on the way out. Weeman took it, but it's Baccarat who wins the session. So another look at the start.
Yeah, so a bit of a messy start there. Derrida then right on the lock stops, foot flat, trying to keep himself out of the wall, but actually getting quite a good run up the hill.
This is where he comes down the hill to try and make, or seeing up the hill first of all. Now he has a look at the bottom of the hill. Little nudge from behind, you can see. So he now decides, right, I'm going up the inside of Bennett. We didn't see it, but there was a little bit of contact, and Bennett, you think, was kind of forced into the joke, but actually it worked a treat.
Yeah, so where Derrida came up his inside, Ollie then wasn't able to turn in, so thought, well, I may as well shoot off, do the joker lap and get it out of the way, and then it's proving to work well for him at the end of the race, getting some pace on Derrida and coming across the line and taking the win.
Take another look back at this one. Start on the outside, look, Scheider on the inside, Markland. Scheider goes all the way around the outside, nicely done, and of course, Markland on the inside can just hold his line. But that, you know, racing like that, great. They didn't give any space at all.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. I mean, there wasn't too much contact either, so these boys still playing fair. And yeah, it just shows that you can go from the outside and get a good start like Scheider did.
Got to hook it up off the line though if you want to do that. This was so this is Deval later in the race. Sideways WRC start. He's a cracking driver, isn't Deval? It's a bit of a shame he hasn't made. So this is Cyril. No, having seen that again, I don't think Cyril's really got anywhere to go.
No, so, you know, Paltry has come off the corner. He's kind of collected Cyril, and Cyril's heading for the wall. He's trying to get out of it, and they're nowhere to go, and unfortunately, sending Paltry around.
Okay, we need to see that instant note between Sabo and Shisha, but let's have a look at the start first of all. Baumanis gets a big old squeeze on Timmy, look. I say we rode on board, he didn't even look down.
Yeah, so obviously Timmy helped there a bit by the other guys who were getting into each other and keeping himself out wide and carried that extra speed and just kept himself going around the outside.
Right, let's see if we can figure out towards the end of this lap. Doran goes joke. Was it on lap 1 or was it 2? I can't remember. Sabo's gone in with him, so it must have been later. No, There's the contact. It's a nothing contact, really. Again, it's the jump, isn't it? You know, over the jump, can't steer in the air.
Yeah, exactly. Contact in the air, and they just tagged each other, and, well, they were interlocked like we've seen previously, and just managed to send themselves into the wall.
Surprised Sabo didn't get going. Wow. Timmer, for me, the key to this was the Joker on lap 1 when he didn't have to hesitate.
Yeah, of course, and the fact that he's in a fast group of cars as well, so he knows he can go in the Joker lap and still not lose too much time.
So have a look here, Timmer coming down the hill into, okay, it's just later in the race. So Timmer now in behind Kevin. Kevin went Joker, and Timmer, of course, manages to get him. Kevin comes out just behind. But it's this next merge. It's when Timmer comes out of the gravel section, so committed. Here's backward. Look at this. Epic. Just a tiny tag on the way in. Epic, epic pass. Timmer has done that twice this weekend. It's brilliant. Weeman on the inside kept it tidy. He got the job done, but it wasn't enough to beat the time of Timmy Hansen. It's a 1-2 for GRX in the final race of qualifying from Spa. Here are the standings then at Spa Rallycross of Benelux. Andreas Backrud is the TQ man, having won Q1 and Q3. Jonny Weeman up into P2. He takes pole in Semi-2 on a one-off outing. A stunning performance. Denies Liam Doran pole, but Liam will be on the front row with his teammate Backrud in Semi-1. Timmy Hansen is on the front row. What a recovery from Timmy. Timmy was down in P11 prior to this session and gets to 4th by winning Q4. Amazing job. Timazyanov is 5th. Markland, Kevin Hansen 7th. Palmanis is in 8th place. Who's made the cut? Scheider, Ekstrom, Szabo has made it, and Cyril Raymond. Schischrit, unfortunately, not able to capitalise on Szabo's retirement. So Szabo drops down, and the 2016 World Rallycross champion is in the mix as well. The semi-finals are going to be epic.